Welcome to Common Man Cocktails. I'm your host, Derek Schomer, and today we're creating the Guild cocktail. If you don't know, the Guild is an online gaming show, one of the first ones, I think, on the net. It's hilarious, and it's working into its 6th season. 6 seasons. That's more than we got. Anyway, I want to roll you a clip. Watch it now.
So I have randomly obtained what I think is my utter dream job.
I need to burn all my socks. I only wear them once.
So that's one of many of the awesome shows that you can find on Felicia Day's channel called Geek and Sundry. You should definitely check out Felicia Day. She's got some super talent. Check it out. You can subscribe to her channel right up here someplace. That's where I usually put my annotations. It doesn't interrupt my ads at the bottom. So if you are into RPGs, role-playing games, if you're into MMORPGs, the online multiplayer RPGs like World of Warcraft, which I think inspired the Guild, the original season, because just if you watch it, you can tell that they call it the game, but it's a show about MMOs and primarily based on World of Warcraft, which I am also a player. I've watched all the seasons of the Guild up until now, so I'm going to work on season 6. Should be out today, I think. But I thought it would be neat to make a cocktail themed for the Guild, so the Guildies can drink it, fans can drink it, and fans of our show can drink it. What I'm gonna do is two alcohols. Now, this is based a little bit on the game, which is World of Warcraft. Red and blue. Red is the Horde, blue is the Alliance. I hate the Alliance, so I built a drink that puts the Alliance on the bottom and the Horde on top. And the best part is it took a while to create and get right, because getting things red that taste good on the top of a cocktail is super challenging. So what I did is I'm gonna use 2 glasses. There's a little bit of science project behind this, but it's common man style science, so it's not really that hard. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pour about an ounce of blue curacao, and this really depends on how much blue curacao you want in your drink. I love blue curacao and senior. You may also find that specific blue curacaos lend itself better to this specific drink because of it's going to be layered, and it's going to be in a cocktail glass. So if you want to layer it, remember, alcohol is lighter than water. We have, in this case, fruit punch, which is also, it's in the realm of water. I think this is what I use. So if you want to make this exactly, you want to get some 4C. This is the powdered fruit punch. Super easy to make. You throw the powder in there, throw water in there, boom, you're done. So that's what we're doing. And so it's gonna be lighter than water. That way my blue curacao sits on the bottom. But it's not fun if it's just blue curacao and fruit punch. So what I did is I'm going to add a ½ ounce of vodka to this little shooter. Well, not shooter, but kind of could be. ½ ounce of vodka, done. And I'm gonna do 2 ounces of fruit punch. And the reason that the quantities are 2 to ½ ounce in this case, and you can totally adjust this if you want to, is I found, because this is powdered light, right, there's not really any sugar in here, 0 calories, it's sugar-free. And when things are sugar-free and they have vodka, vodka pronounces itself a lot better. You drink a flavored vodka, it goes down really easy. It's because it's got sugar in it, so this is a sugar-free. That means you're going to want to, now you can chill this if you want. I'm just gonna stir the ingredients together. You can add ice if you want. You could chill your martini glass if that's how you wanna roll. Either way, my goal really, and you could also shake it, right? Juice, vodka, should be shaken. No, not in this case, because I don't want the cloudiness. I like the brighter red color because it really fits the Horde a little bit better. So since I chilled this already, you're gonna have a little chill to it. That's okay. I'll strain it. Now, you know what? I don't even need to strain it. There's no ice in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build this sucker up almost near the top, or fill the whole thing if you can. And what that's going to do is give you it's already got water in it, remember. So ice, the dilution of ice is going to water it down. And since this is already mainly water, I've already watered down that vodka to express some of the vodka's awesomeness. However, here's the trick. If you layer if you put the blue curacao in first and then you pour this in, they wash together too much, because while they will layer, there is some not so great layering technique where it slides into it rather than on top of it, because it's just not heavy enough. And what happens is it turns purple. If you do it the reverse direction and you slide the blue curacao down the edges, which works, some of it bleeds off into the red and turns the red more of a purplish color, but not quite purple, and it gets purple as it goes. So I was like, how the hell am I gonna fix this problem? This is what you do. You get a small, and you should probably be able to find these at the store. That's what I found. It's, you know, your typical cooking, funnel, right? So you can get a big one, small one, whatever, but this one's a perfect size. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop it right down into the center, just like that. I'm gonna hold it there. Now some of it pops to the top, that's cool. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna blow this blue curacao right down into the center, right? And try and keep it at a moderate explosive level so it doesn't get too crazy. And now I could fill it as much as I feel like, right? So what I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna dump most of it in here like that, right? Almost an ounce. Then I'm gonna slowly lift this up so that the blue curacao continues to sink. And then pop, bring it to the top. And what happens is now you've got a blue curacao controlled down to the bottom. They won't wanna mix, but it's a whole lot easier if you don't ever give them the chance where it's pushing up like an elevator rather than splashing into it. And then what you get is this freaking sexy looking color. That's the Guild cocktail right there. Blue on the bottom, red on the top, a little purple in the middle. I'll bring it even closer for you. There you go, check it out. That, my friends, is what I want to call the Guild cocktail. Now, more about this cocktail. I really wanted to use Aftershock. I thought that bright red would be so vibrant for the Horde, right? You get really nice red color against that blue, and the contrast would be awesome. The problem is, who wants to drink 2 ounces of cinnamon and flavored cold, hot bite right on the top of a drink? The fruit punch, little mellow intro with a little bit of vodka to give you that kick, and then as you drink and the blue curacao gets sucked up, you get a citrus, blue curacao, orange bite, fruit punch on the opposite side, kind of playing against each other, Alliance and Horde, and an oh so subtle flavor of vodka, but nothing insane, nothing that's gonna attack your senses. It's very mild and timid. If you wanna amp that up, if you really wanna add some kick butt bite, just do like 2 ounces of the fruit punch, 1 ounce of the vodka, and as you stir it, just layer it so you have enough room to bring that blue curacao in to play that drink off. But they're still separate. Regardless, you take a sip, they come together, they separate again. So it's really that awesome. So there you go. Again, for those that don't know, the Guild Season 6, if you spread the word, I'm gonna get paid. This is a sponsorship, folks. So what I'm hoping to have happen is for all my fans to really talk about this episode, because the more views and exposure that you give me through your views and through sharing and through liking and all that stuff, the better off my show will be in the end. And of course, I like to get paid. That doesn't hurt either. So again, I know people who want to support, they can't always donate because it's money out of your pocket that you need to be able to pay the rent. Perfectly acceptable, perfectly fine. All I ask is you put a little extra effort in and really get this episode out there, especially if you play WoW, which I know some of you do, and watch the Guild, or the game is what they play, and go out there and farm some mobs, get some epic loots. All right, I'm your host, Derek Schomer. Question of the day. Let's just keep it easy. Do you play World of Warcraft? Or have you watched The Guild? Because it's freaking funny. All right, folks, we will talk to you later. We're teaching you how to drink.